Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel, Fated Flame Stories. I'm EJ, the voice behind Fated Flame. Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had a lot of sleep, so I'm drinking lots of coffee. But this video is about my creative process, I guess, and how I'm starting to build on this journey. God, I'm so hot. But this week, wow, talk about blockages in the process. It has been one of those emotional roller coaster weeks for me. So I'm what's known as an empath, a sensitive, an old soul, whatever you want to call it. I'm tired of labels. I'm just me at the end of the day. But when I feel, I'm a triple Cancerian as well, so I'm like deep in the emotions. And it has been a week of healing. Healing is, you're always going to heal, even when you're awakened, even when you're so far along in your journey, there's always healing to be done on some level, whether it's for yourself or somebody else. But there's been healing around the collective masculine wound, to do with doubt, self-confidence, self-worth, working out what we deserve, what we desire. So that's been a big thing. There has been also the feminine, what she wants, where she's at, taking care of herself, building her self-worth, her self-confidence. So that has been massive, and obviously all of that blocks your process when you're dealing with things. It clogs your energy, it can't flow properly until you clear it. So there I was yesterday. I mean, this is, I'll come back to you soon. Sorry, that's my cat. That's Coda. So there we were. Say hello, Code. So there we were yesterday. I was sat yesterday morning. There's Coda Bear. It's my little witchy cat. She's one of my familiars. So yesterday morning I was sat there, completely blocked, crying my eyes out, wondering what I'm doing with my life, trying to deal with all these pent-up emotions and doubt. Don't you hate that doubt? It's that niggle that just won't go away. And after that, it just seemed to sort of flow, just sort of seemed to shift. I've recognised it, I dealt with it, loved it, thanked it, forgiven it, whatever the process. I'm not doing a spiritual healing on this, that's on something else. But it just sort of flowed and it wiped me out, I'll be honest. I was knackered yesterday and it was hot. And then last night I was sitting in my garden, you know, the sky last night about 9:30 in the UK. I was in my garden and it was just red and purples in the sky. It was beautiful. It was absolutely stunning. And where I am, I'm surrounded by trees. I've got like 4 trees that just protect me, that watch over me. They've got tree elves, and they've got the most amazing energy. And there I am in the centre of these 4 trees. And the next thing I know, it's about 10 o'clock last night, 10:30. And they're all chatting at me, and my creativity just went, wow. And I've been creating this children's book series now for about 3 years. I've made notes in my journals over the years, but the actual stories coming together in this magical place has been coming together for about 3 years, 3.5 years, and it started with William the Wolf. And I had all this anger pent up inside of me, and it was just, I didn't know what to do with it. I was screaming, my throat was raw, I was punching pillows, I was walking back then, you know, and I just couldn't release it. Anyway, that ended up turning into William the Wolf, this angry wolf in this forest, and he just ran and ran to try and run away from his anger. And that was the first story I created in this series. And Wanda, who's a wolf, obviously, because every man needs a female to keep them on their path. And that's how this set of children's books actually became, that's where they started. And Moonridge Wilds is what it's called. There are various different stories. Some of them you can find on my Facebook page and Instagram. And it began there with William. And I have it's just built. And I hope one day they will see the light, but unless I find an artist, I can't draw. Even my stick figures run away from me. I cannot draw to save my life. And over the years I've spoken to artists and they just want ridiculous amounts of money, I'm sorry. For what I'm likely to get out of the book, which is probably about £1 if I'm lucky, if I ever sell anything. It's so who knows? I hope one day they will. One day people will learn to tolerate AI pictures for those of us that can't afford an artist. But we will see. That's another video for another day. So there I was last night with these trees, and all of a sudden I've got the stories of 5 trees of Moonridge. That is trademarked and copyrighted, so it can't be used. But yeah, that's what I've been doing all night, opening the creative floodgates and creating Washi the willow, and Thero, who is my ancient oak. He's been in a few of the other stories actually, so I knew about Thero. And Trudy, she's home to the Grumblies on the edge of the village. Bella, who's the copper birch, and Ari, who stands behind the cottage in the centre, connecting everything and all of them to each other. Because I love believing that everything is connected, everything is energy, everything flows, and that seems to come through in a lot of my stories. So that's why I'm drinking coffee, because it's been a long night. And but it seems to be the way the animals like it. At night it's cooler. We've been out for our morning walk. But yeah, that is where I'm at. That's what I'm up to. I haven't been working on Weaver Vita all week. It kind of got stalled. But hopefully that will definitely be out in July. I don't pick coming out dates, I pick months, because I will wake up one morning and say today's the day it's published, and that's how I work. And yeah, if this sort of resonates, you want to follow, keep track, you know, I look forward to seeing you on the page. And take care. Thanks. Bye.